Right now at 10, the future of La Crosse Senior Center is still uncertain. Members of the center, though, flocked to a committee meeting tonight looking for answers from city officials. And new information about the killing of 4 college students in Idaho. Police revealed more about how they tracked down the suspect. Plus, Minnesota's governor wants cannabis legalized soon. Supporters of legalization say Minnesota should have the freedom to make their own decisions.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Well, no news is good news. That's how the executive director of La Crosse's Harry J. Olson Senior Center feels after meeting tonight with the city committee. That center is located in a city-owned building. Members have been trying to buy it since 2016. Now, the deal didn't go through tonight, but as News 8 Now's Duas Rar explains, it did inch forward.
Over 30 people attended the meeting in support of the Harry J. Olson Senior Center. Every person that spoke at the meeting had one request: sell the center to the seniors. A promise is a promise.
I've got the dollar here right now.
That's what members of La Crosse's Harry J. Olson Senior Center want the city to know.
It's the right thing to do, so please sell this for $1 to the Harry J. Olson Center.
The city's Finance and Personnel Committee met Thursday to consider a resolution to sell the building to the seniors who use it.
Save our senior center. Thank you.
Every person in attendance spoke in support of the sale.
La Crosse owes it to them to keep the senior center going.
Councilmember Andrea Richmond introduced the latest resolution.
Let's get rid of it, sell it to them for $1.
Sale negotiations have been going on since 2016. The center's director, Aaron Goggins, says under the most recent proposal, the city would still have control over the building.
It would mean that we would buy the building for $1, assume all liability, property taxes, but to make any changes, we would have to run it by the Common Council.
Under Councilmember Richmond's new resolution, the building would be sold to the seniors for $1 and they would be in control of the building. The city could still use the building as a polling place.
My fight is not with the mayor or the city attorney. My only issue is to advocate for seniors.
Committee members didn't take a side. Instead, they voted to refer the sale to the full Common Council.
Their minds are still open, and it may give us a chance to communicate.
Which means the center's future is still unknown. The next Common Council meeting is Thursday, December 12th. Until then, the seniors say they're going to continue fighting for their building.
All right, thanks, Dua. Now, the city terminated the center's lease in May, but the center's director says those seniors will continue to use that building in good faith until a sale is finalized.
Well, good evening to you. High temperatures today in the lower to middle 30s. So again, not overly cold with the storm system, and that's why we saw more wet than white across the region. But we did see some snow last night and into this morning. Clingy snow made for some pretty scenes, but also some slick roads and sidewalks. Now, keep an eye on the roads tonight. They were mainly wet for most of the day, but with temperatures dropping well below freezing tonight, we could see some freezing of those wet roadways. Watch for some patchy fog as well over southeastern Minnesota. Visibility in the 1 to 2 mile range in Preston and Rochester. It's fine here in La Crosse. Finally getting rid of this storm system. In fact, I physically kicked this thing in one of our evening shows. I'm not going to do it now though, because I think I pulled something. So might try it later though if I can stretch out. But that thing finally got pushed to the east after impacting our area since Monday evening. Now we're still in the 20s. 27 in La Crosse, but look at the much colder air knocking on the door. 5 degrees in Mankato, 15 in Rochester, 16 in Preston. So it's going to be colder tonight, even with the mainly cloudy sky. Lows around 15, but colder to the north and west. Again, watch those roads. And then school cast for our Friday. Chillier, but seasonable, and hopefully finally some sunshine by lunchtime and especially into the afternoon with highs around 24 degrees. So I don't know about you, but I'm in one of those moods where I'll take the sunshine and the colder temperatures just since we're going to see that sunshine. That'll be nice. So
yeah,
8-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Bill. A La Crosse man enters a no contest plea to a fatal stabbing. Now, by pleading no contest, 36-year-old David Pearson accepts the conviction but does not admit guilt. According to police, back in June of 2021, Pearson and Cameron Baker got into an argument at Huska Park and Pearson stabbed Baker in the chest. Baker died at the scene. When he's sentenced, Pearson faces up to 10 years in prison. New details are emerging about the murders of 4 Idaho college students, including the evidence police recovered at the crime scene, and as reporter Omar Villafranca found out, where the suspect was before the murders.
According to court records, DNA found on a leather knife sheath found at the scene where 4 University of Idaho students were murdered could belong to 28-year-old Brian Kohberger. Investigators say another DNA sample taken from Kohberger's family trash in Pennsylvania was similar to the suspect's DNA profile. The affidavit also reveals cell phone data shows the suspect was in the area of the victim's home at least a dozen times, usually late at night or early in the morning in the months before the attack. And a female housemate of the slain students told investigators she was awakened around 4 a.m. by sounds coming from one of the victim's rooms. She said she stood in frozen shock as a masked man dressed in black walked towards her to a door the night of the killings. Kohberger made his first court appearance in Idaho Thursday morning. He quietly gazed straight ahead through the hearing as he sat beside his court-appointed attorney.
Do you understand?
Yes.
The suspect responded yes each time the judge asked whether he understood the charges filed against him. Kohberger was arrested last week at his parents' home in Pennsylvania. He's accused of 4 counts of first-degree murder in the fatal stabbings of Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogan, Zena Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin in November. He's also charged with felony burglary. Surveillance video shows a white Hyundai Elantra driving past the home 3 times during the early morning hours the day of the murders. It returned at 4:04 a.m. and then was seen driving away at a high rate of speed 16 minutes later. If convicted, the suspect faces a possible death penalty or life in prison. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Moscow, Idaho.
Kohberger's attorney in Pennsylvania described the PhD student of criminology as an ordinary guy who is eager to be exonerated. He's being held without bond and is due back in court next Thursday. The Ho-Chunk Nation Police Department is searching for a missing woman. Take a look. She is 50-year-old Felicia Wana, and she was last seen by her family on December 29th. Now, Wana lives in the Toma area, but investigators say she may have been in the city of La Crosse on January 3rd. According to Ho-Chunk Nation Police, Wana may be having a mental health crisis. Now, she has the name Mark tattooed on her wrist and Eric tattooed on her back. If you have any information, you're asked to call the Ho-Chunk Nation Police at the number on your screen. Governor Tony Evers and newly elected Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez are starting their new terms on the road. This morning, they met with students at Viroqua Elementary School. That visit was one of Rodriguez's first as Lieutenant Governor. Viroqua Elementary School was one of many Wisconsin schools to receive additional funding through a successful referendum. Although 80% of the state school referendums passed, Rodriguez says she and Governor Evers are going to continue to push for more school funding.
We want to make sure the schools have the resources they need to fund any program or anything that they would need for the kids here.
According to Viroqua Superintendent, a Wisconsin governor hasn't visited a district school in decades. Rural schools may not get as much attention as their urban counterparts, but Governor Evers says they need equal support.
We have a special program for rural schools. It's called the Sparsity Program. It's been around a long time. That helps them get through the budget struggles.
Governor Evers and the Lieutenant Governor also visited schools in Menominee today and Stevens Point. A bill to strengthen abortion rights in Minnesota passed its first test today. The House Health Panel approved the legislation, putting protections into state law by an 11-8 vote. That bill is on to its next committee just 3 days after the start of the legislative session. Supporters hope that bill reaches Democratic Governor Tim Walz's desk by the end of the month. Meanwhile, Governor Walz is pushing state lawmakers to legalize cannabis. In a tweet posted today, the Democrat also says he wants to wipe out cannabis convictions. If Minnesota legalizes recreational use of the drug, it would join 19 other states. Supporters say the current ban disproportionately impacts Black Minnesotans.
Cannabis should not be illegal in Minnesota. Minnesotans deserve the freedom and respect to make responsible decisions about cannabis decisions themselves. Our current laws are doing more harm than good.
Minnesota does already offer medical cannabis, and that's already in place. Members of the U.S. House of Representatives still don't have a speaker. The House adjourned after an 11th failed vote. Republican Kevin McCarthy came up short of the 218 votes needed. He is now in the longest contest for House Speaker in 164 years. Now, the House cannot swear in new members or kick off a new session until a speaker is elected. The voting begins again tomorrow at noon. The Holman Area Fire Department is expanding. Thanks to a successful November referendum, the department will hire 6 firefighters this year for a full crew of about 12. The department is also in the early stages of recruiting a new fire chief. The department's shared services agreement with the city of La Crosse ended at the end of 2022. However, an existing mutual aid agreement still allows it to enlist the help of other nearby departments, a vital agreement in the case of a large fire like the one in the town of Onalaska last month.
That was multiple departments all working well together in managing it, and as each department comes with their own crew and own leadership, it's a well organized operation.
As for the town of Onalaska, its EMS coverage will be combined with Bryce Prairie. Still ahead, millions around the world are paying their respects to the Pope Emeritus. That includes Catholics in La Crosse who attended a special memorial mass today. And being prepared, high school athletic trainers say they are ready for even the most serious medical emergencies.
Get up to 80% off list prices during our huge inventory reduction sale at Slumberland Furniture. $20 million worth of furniture and mattresses must go. Lowest prices around on recliners, sofas, mattresses, and lots more. Slumberland Furniture.
Hey, you want to join our rewards program? Collect hot dog points to unlock access to our VIP lounge.
That doesn't seem very
rewarding. With a BMO Savings Builder account, you get a cash reward for every month you save.
Wait, so you're going to reward me for saving my own money?
You got it. A little incentive to help you get into the habit of saving.
That sounds great, but do you have VIPs?
Yeah, absolutely. We call them customers.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Bag sale, 15% off. So I was thinking we could fix up a few things around here. New cordless drill, so we can finally hang those pictures. LED bulbs, that'll help with the electric bill. Picked up some toothpaste for us. Always need batteries. New coat of paint for the mudroom. And finally, something to unclog that basement sink.
The bag is back. Hurry in and get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag now at Menards.
Up to 80% off list prices during our huge inventory reduction sale at Slumberland Furniture. $20 million worth of merchandise must go. Lowest prices around on mattresses, rugs, bar stools, sectionals, accent chairs, and more at Slumberland Furniture.
More than 200,000 mourners from around the world filled St. Peter's Square today to bid farewell to the former Pope Benedict. His death brought an end to a decade of the former and present Pope living side by side in the Vatican. And it was the first time in more than 200 years that a pontiff led the funeral service of his predecessor. That funeral brought together people from many different religions and backgrounds to celebrate and remember.
It's a beautiful celebration, and I think it represents a lot about his life and what he expected, a simple celebration, but very beautiful.
Benedict was buried in an underground Vatican grotto where Pope John XXIII and John Paul II were interred before their remains were transferred to the Basilica. People in La Crosse also gathered today to honor Benedict. The faithful showed up at St. Joseph the Workman's Cathedral for a memorial mass. According to the Monsignor, honoring Benedict's commitment to God and to the people is important.
You can say he was erudite, a scholar, a theologian, an intellect, but none of that means anything unless you're, first of all, deeply a spiritual person, a disciple, a follower of Jesus Christ, and he was that first all the way through to the end.
Now, today's service is available on YouTube and Facebook. We posted the links on news8000.com. Doctors treating the Buffalo Bills player who went into cardiac arrest during the Monday Night Football game say he is showing a lot of improvement. 24-year-old Damar Hamlin is awake and communicating with doctors. A medical team rushed onto the field to perform CPR and a defibrillation seconds after Hamlin collapsed, likely saving his life. Although rare, first responders, including high school athletic trainers, prepare for these types of emergencies and update their emergency action plans annually.
Everybody has a role. It is all practiced and rehearsed, and everybody knows what they're doing, and it should go along smoothly.
The athletic trainers with Mayo Clinic Health System believe it is important to have trained medical staff at all athletic events, no matter the league or pro or status of the athlete. Coaches and fans can also help by getting certified in first aid and CPR. Coming up, it's time to get creative. A tiny art show is happening at the La Crosse Public Library, and there's a chance to win a $50 prize.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. Unlike last night at this time, it's not snowing for a change. I will have that 8-day forecast right after the break.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Homemade bakery, large selection of locally produced honey, gourmet popcorn, craft beer, wine, and cheese, meat and seafood, arts and crafts, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
You have a day before you. Make it the best it can be with Holiday Inn Express and Suites. How about breakfast to start your day? Coffee, milk, juice, hot food, cold food, brain food. Because you need it for that important meeting in our meeting space. And let's not forget about the afternoon workout to help you keep up with your goals. But your day can't be all work and no play, so you have set aside time for your family in the water.
Come make it a day at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Onalaska, La Crosse.
I love helping people get into a new home, whether it's a first home, moving to the area, or a forever home. I'm here to help from start to finish.
They actually worked with us with our existing home and selling that and getting us into a retirement home. They've given us all different options, what to go with and what is the best for us financially.
And they're so wonderful for working with us and figuring out what we needed to do and how fast we could do it.
Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Nothing tastes better than savings. Hardee's new 4 for $6 deal lets you mix and match your favorite flavors. That's sweet, savory, crispy, crunchy, or beefy, all for just $6. Create your favorite combinations with our new 4 for $6 deal, only at Hardee's.
The Board Store Home Improvements family wishes you a happy new year. Visit soon to plan your 2023 home improvement project. It's never too early to dream. The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
We can all use a helping hand at some point during the winter, and that goes for humans and our wild friends. Check it out. Firefighters were called to the East River in a suburb of Green Bay this morning for a deer in the water. Crews got to the scene and found that deer who had fallen through the ice and couldn't get out. Rescuers, as you see there, successfully got to the deer, pulled the deer to land. Deer looks to be okay. Yeah, Bill, the ice is something not to mess with right now. It doesn't matter if you're an animal or human because it's just been so odd, the weather.
Very true. Yeah, we've had plenty of cold, but then we've had some milder temperatures and, of course, all the rain. So, yeah, you just never know what all of that is how it's impacting the ice underneath that snowpack. So use extreme caution as always. Now, around here, we've been talking about this all week, how this storm system was more wet than white in much of our area, especially La Crosse and points south and east. But boy, a different story to the north and west. Over 2 feet of snow just north of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Even as close as the Twin Cities, about 1 foot to 1.5 feet. Northwestern sections of our viewing area. 3 to as much as 8 inches. Those 8-inch totals mainly over Dunn County, which is just west of Eau Claire. Eau Claire proper about 2 to 2.5 inches. Here in La Crosse, 2.2 inches out at the airport, a little bit less than other parts of town. And southeastern parts of the viewing area, similar amounts, about a half an inch to an inch or 2. But look at the liquid from this storm this week. Over an inch, 1.12 inches. We averaged an inch and a quarter for the entire month of January. And also last year, we didn't reach an inch of liquid until March 5th. And we've already done it in the first 5 days of this year. So a wet start to the year indeed, and it was a wet end to 2022 in December. Skies are cloudy, but no precipitation falling for a change. 34 was the high today, 27 the low, 28 and 12 are the averages. And again, there's those precip numbers I was just talking about. By the way, the snow for the season, 22.4 inches here in La Crosse. That's about 6 inches above average. Cloudy, 27 degrees, 26 here at the station. Feels like 18 though, with a northwesterly breeze at 5 to 10 in Eau Claire. Good evening to you folks. 21 degrees with a wind chill of 11. So some colder air knocking on the door. So no precipitation lighting up radar for a change as that low finally got pushed off to the east. Only took all week, but breezy, or I should say dry but colder conditions settling in behind that. In fact, you can see those numbers in the single digits and teens, even 1 degree to the bad side up in Bismarck. But we're still at 27 degrees in La Crosse, 27 in Winona. But again, that colder air is knocking on the door. Some teens in Rochester and Preston, only 3 in Mankato. Northwesterly winds 5 to 10, causing wind chills in the teens, even single digits just to our west. And overnight, we will see single digit numbers. And as we head out the door tomorrow morning, wind chills around 7 degrees, so be prepared for that. So clouds tonight and then into tomorrow morning, but watch what happens in the afternoon. Finally, some sunshine, much needed sunshine. And then maybe a few clouds return at night. The model might be picking up on some of the colder air as well there. And then lots of sunshine for the weekend, which will be a nice change. Highs tomorrow, lower to middle 20s across the county. So again, it's going to be colder, but boy, that sunshine would sure help. Upper 20s down to the south. And as we head back to the north, highs only in the upper teens for Eau Claire and Chippewa Falls. So for tonight, 15 degrees, mostly cloudy, dry but colder. Tomorrow, some sun by afternoon, especially colder though, 24 for the high. Lots of sun through the weekend. That'll be nice. Upper 20s on Saturday, low 30s on Sunday, and much quieter, calmer weather through at least Tuesday of next week, and then at least a slight chance of snow returns Wednesday. Looks like a better chance Wednesday night into Thursday, but that's about a week off, and we'll keep an eye on that for you. But much needed break for many of us, including yours truly, through Tuesday.
Are you stretched out for your big high kick at the end here?
Wow. Best I can do.
I give it about a 7, 7.5.
Just
Thanks,
not the
Bill.
same when I'm not actually kicking the low out of here. So.
True, very true. We'll give you a pass. Coming up in sports, a couple of good matchups tonight on the ice, plus the crosstown rivalry living up to the hype tonight at Central High School. Rangers and Riverhawks going at it. Rob has the highlights next in sports.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Happy birthday to us. We are 100 years old and still looking good. All month, take 23% off all furniture and 12 months to pay interest-free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
With 6 crunchy beef tacos plus a pound of potato olays, our 6-pack in a pound is perfect for date night, movie night, 1,000-piece puzzle night, camping, tailgates, or any day that ends in Y.
Get $2 off the 6-pack in a pound, only from Taco John's.
102.7 WKBH.
Hey, it's Kelly Wild from Magnum Media, and I've been getting inklings. My wife Susie telling me that 102.7 WKBH is on all over the place. Well, now the results are in, and thank you very much. Out of all the radio stations in La Crosse County, you made 102.7 WKBH number 1.
When pain says, I'm here, I say, so are they. Just one Aleve. 12 hours of uninterrupted pain relief. Aleve. Who do you take it for?
Pilgrims in Arcadia is partnering with Western Technical College and is offering maintenance apprentice opportunities and wants you to apply. We offer you on-site training in our state-of-the-art facility in addition to classes and training at Western Technical College. Here's what our employees have to say.
I would encourage anybody looking for a job in maintenance to come to Pilgrims because we give them the opportunity to train and advance their careers through our program.
If you are looking for a good, stable, reliable job, Pilgrims is the place to work.
Apply in person at our recruiting office or online at pilgrims.com.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Happy birthday to us. We're 100 years old and still looking good. All month, buy a dishwasher or microwave and get the install for $23, plus 12 months interest-free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by MAYO Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
High school hoops are back in a big way this week. The holiday break is over. Conference play is heating up, and we'll start tonight with a good old-fashioned crosstown rivalry at Central High School. The Northsiders making the short trip south. Logan students making some noise in the upper deck. Rangers taking on the rival Riverhawks. Game tied in the second half, but Logan making a run. Nice find down low to Javi Davis for deuce. Rangers go up 2. Then it's Davis kicking it to Aaliyah Hamilton in the corner. 3 of her game-high 26 on the night. Logan jumps ahead 31-26. Rangers kept rolling. Davis spinning and winning for 2 more. Logan takes a 7-point lead, but the Riverhawks rally. Brooklyn Lockington spots up from deep. She's going to knock down the triple. That cuts it back to 4. Rangers respond. It's Davis having her way down low. She banks it off the window. Logan goes back up by 9. Can the Riverhawks rally again? They sure can. Sienna Torgerud, the drive. Pretty finish off the glass. Cuts it to 7. Then it's Torgerud this time finding the open shooter. Grace Hartung spots up. She buries the 3. That makes it a 4-point game, and Central will not be denied. Torgerud can't get it to go here, but Emerson Keeney's there for the follow-up. Central storms back. Riverhawks win a wild one over the rival Rangers, 50-47. Staying in the MVC, Hilltoppers and Blue Golds clashing at Aquinas High. Onalaska on a mission early. Sydney Philback puts it in. Hilltoppers down just 1. Then it's Tatum Walters hitting the rainbow jumper. Onalaska up 3 now. Then Philback finding Claire Pedretti down low for the bucket. Hilltoppers extend the lead to 5. And how about Walters this time from the left side? And this one counts for 3. Hilltoppers go ahead by 8. But Aquinas answers back, and it's the Blue Gold senior leading the charge. Autumn Purcell on fire, knocking down the 3 there. Here she is again, giving her 3 more. Aquinas cuts the deficit to 2, and then it was Macy Dinarski's turn. Nice crossover dribble from the senior, the drive, scoop and score off the glass. Blue Golds battle back and get the win at home, 44-30. Let's go to the Cooley Conference. Luther at home hosting Westby. Pick this one up first half. Norse on the run. Brett Kroom's going to miss it, but his teammate's right there. Devin Nedlin gets the rebound and the putback. But here come the Knights. Isaiah Schwichtenberg is going to knock down the 12-footer right here. Nice shot there. And then Luther keeping the pressure on all night. Nice pass here to Gabe Hillscamp. Pretty move down low for the score. Knights rolling this one. They get the win 75-45. And with that victory, Luther head coach Brad Shaper gets win number 200, a big win and a big milestone for Coach Shaper. Over to the ice, it's West Salem hosting Viroqua. Westby cashed in the first. Panthers putting on the pressure. The puck gets near the net, but Cooper Miller protects it. Nice stop there. Later on, Jack Dahl is going to get a look between the 2 defenders and puts it just out of the goalie's full glove for the first score of the game. And here the co-op comes again. Dylan Kadick with some open ice, but Trevor Langerer is there to stop this shot. Nice stop there. Panthers on the attack. Aiden Kuntz goes top shelf after the setup from Taryn Bolin to tie this one up at 1 apiece. We're still waiting to hear back for a final score. Earlier on the same ice, the Cooley Region girls hockey team hosting Hayward pick it up in overtime. Kenna LaFleur on a breakaway. She can't get it past the goalie. Other side of the ice now, Hurricanes Reese Duncan with the shot on goal, but it's stopped by Cyclones Deanna Hansen. Her rebound is denied too. 1 minute left now. Hayward striking. That gives them the 2-1 win in overtime. Let's hit the mat. Onalaska Luther hosting a triangular tonight with La Crosse and River Ridge. That's La Crosse's Briggs Schaefer getting the pin at 132. How about another pin right here for La Crosse at 138? They were dominating at this point in complete control. All right, let's go to 145. The senior Dalen Haney looking to make it 3 straight pins for La Crosse, and he gets it done as well. Hilltoppers do get one back at 152. That's Bryce Buchanan getting 6 points for the home team, but La Crosse is going to win this one big, 63-18. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu only at Hardee's.
It's fast food and service with authentic Mexican flavor at Senor Villa. With fun daily specials and cold, refreshing margaritas you won't want to miss. Come to Senor Villa in La Crosse and Onalaska. Authentic Mexican food and flavor.
At Culiado, we care about making buying and servicing your cars an effortless process. From our fair pricing to our friendly staff, we are accountable to the Cooley region and are now focused on offering you the best service possible with Culiado Service Center. Culiado Service Center is engaged in providing you with honest, affordable, and reliable service. Service you need, care you deserve. Find out more at Culiado.com.
I'm a Vegas hotel. I know what you're thinking. It's cool. I don't want anything too serious either. Just a fun, spontaneous thing. I'm looking for someone who will let loose, dress up a little, see a show, order the steak and the lobster. Some people say I'm excessive, but who cares? I'm just looking for a Saturday to remember and a Sunday by the pool. Think you can keep up?
Football, hunting, or holiday season, moving, remodeling, whatever the reason, it's time to shop at Black River Furniture Outlet. For sofas, recliners, sectionals, and lift chairs. Great deals on dining room and bed sets, coffee table sets and entertainment centers. Accessorize your home with the area's largest selection of rugs. Or lay back and try out a mattress and adjustable bed. Take home or deliver today. Family and veteran owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Make it a family dinner night every Sunday at Senior Villa, where kids eat free, 1 per adult, open to close. And it's a menu you know they'll love. Senior Villa, authentic Mexican food and flavor in La Crosse and Onalaska.
Nothing tastes better than savings. Hardee's new 4 for $6 deal lets you mix and match your favorite flavors. That's sweet, savory, crispy, crunchy, or beefy, all for just $6. Create your favorite combinations with our new 4 for $6 deal only at Hardee's.
We'll create a tiny masterpiece and you could win $50. The La Crosse Public Library wants to put your art skills to the test for a tiny art show and contest. So beginning next week, you can go to the library and pick up a 3-inch canvas. The library will even give you paint brushes, although you can use whatever you want to use your canvas. And once you're finished, you return it to the library and they're going to put it on display.
It's a way for anybody of any skill level to participate in and feel like they can see their artwork up on display, which is a really exciting thing, no matter what age you are.
You have to turn in your tiny artwork by January 27th. The winner of the contest will get a $50 gift certificate of their choice. We posted more information about entering on news8000.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
PB and J?
PB before we go.
P before we go.
P before we go.
See you tomorrow?
Yeah.
Time is running out on Southern Minnesota's biggest and best furniture sale, the huge New Year sale at Drury's in Fountain. It's everything you've asked for, like 36-month special financing, store-wide sale prices, and free gas just for shopping. At Drury's, you'll save on the area's finest selection of quality brands like Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, and Daniels Amish, all at incredible savings. The New Year sale at Drury's in Fountain. But you'll have to hurry. It all ends Monday at 8.
Would you look at that?
It's beautiful.
Wow.
That's our boy.
So proud.
Right now, get a sausage McMuffin or sausage biscuit paired with hash browns for just $2.50.
With Gold Bond, you can age on your own terms. New Retinol Overnight means the smoothing benefits of retinol are now for your whole body. Plus, fast-working crepe corrector diminishes wrinkled skin in just 2 days. Gold Bond, champion your skin.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Homemade bakery, large selection of locally produced honey, gourmet popcorn, craft beer, wine and cheese, meat and seafood, arts and crafts, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Reynolds Wrap makes this whole cooking and cleanup thing so easy. Speeds up this so I can get to them.
Easy prep, cook, and clean with Reynolds Wrap.
7-day-old tuna casserole.
How'd you know that?
Even my nose is strong. You need Hefty Ultra Strong. It has Arm & Hammer, continuous odor control. Hefty, Hefty, Hefty. Oh, and Toby needs a bath. Stay one step ahead of Stinky.
Morning. Who said that? Whoa, where did that come from? Floating money.
Funny.
Good luck out there.
Colder tomorrow, but finally some sunshine, 24, and then lots of sunshine through the weekend. That'll be nice to see.
Can't wait. Thank you, Bill. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.